guys, what's up? It's Fern. Welcome to another Planty video. Yes, I am back and I'm feeling a lot better than I was in the last video that I posted. Thank you so much to everyone who left nice, kind comments. I appreciate you guys so freaking much. But yeah, like I said, I'm feeling better and I'm ready to hop back into plant stuffs. So here we are. Today I am going to be basically staking up a bunch of my plants. Well, hopefully a bunch. We'll see how many we get to. But I've just really been into having my plants climb recently. Well, for a while now. Really into just staking plants in different ways and moss poles, just providing them with some type of support so that they're able to kind of latch on with their aerial roots and give me some bigger leaves. Well, at least that is the hope and the goal. Giving plants support is super beneficial for a lot of our most popular houseplants. So if you're into philodendron, monstera, even Hoya, love to trellis, epipremnum, yeah, there's tons of different plants, syngonium, tons of different plants that love to climb, and I just love to grow them that way as well. So I know in this video we are going to be for sure giving several plants moss poles, and I think at the end I might give you like a little tour slash update on all of the plants that I have climbing right now. So stick around until the end if you want to see that. And before we get started, if you are new here, hey, hello, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so that you'll be notified of my new planty videos. Okay, so I have my potting mat all set up here because we are going to be doing some repotting in order to put these poles in. This is, oh, I don't even think I've said it in a video, but I do now have a discount code for the potting mats that I use, which are by Leaflet Co. I will leave everything in the description down below, but the discount code is just Wild Fern and you get $5 off of your purchase, which is really awesome. And I get so many comments about where you can get these, so I will have everything linked for you. You can go check it out. Pretty much all of the potting mats that I use are from there. You guys love the holographic one that I have as well. This is the newest kind of pattern that she has. But yeah, just to mention that because I know a lot of you guys are curious where to buy that. Okay, so we're a little bit all over the place. Let me show you the plants that we are going to be starting off with. So, oh my goodness, I am so excited to be staking these ones up. So these are two of my all-time favorite philodendrons in my collection, and it is my Philodendron Florida beauty. Oh, look at her. She is so nice. Like, are you kidding me? Gorgeous. So Philodendron Florida Beauty, and then Philodendron Painted Lady. This is also one of my all-time favorite philodendrons. I would love to see this grow out and give me some really massive leaves. Yeah, just gorgeous. Look at the pink petioles too. So pretty. These gals are both going to be getting moss poles today. And even more exciting, I actually have some fancy moss poles for these ones. So I got a couple more self-watering moss poles, which is so freaking awesome. These things are bomb, you guys. They're the only moss poles that I actually keep moist in my home because they're just so easy. I don't have to take them to the tub and spray them down and whatnot. Okay, it's not gonna stand. Let's just lay her down. Yeah, they're just so easy and so wonderful and easy to work with. So yeah, I'm very excited to be, ooh, this one is so big. These moss poles are both from Trofolia. So these moss poles are the same as the one that my Monstera albo is on. I think that they've like upgraded them since I got that one. I have a whole video staking that plant up. I can link that for you if you're interested. It's about a year old now. Okay, so the base came separate on this one, so I'm just going to put that on. Ooh. Maybe we will do, let me see the pots that I have here. Maybe I'll do the Florida Beauty first. I'm going to upgrade it to this pot, which, what is this, a 6-inch? I'm gonna guess that this is a 6-inch pot. So that should be a good size upgrade for it. And I'm just gonna fix the camera angle a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Move this one out of the way. I'm gonna put it over here. And for the Florida Beauty, I'm actually going to be using the smaller one. I believe that this is the 12-inch, and they have two different like girths. So I think that this is the 12-inch dainty, if I'm remembering correctly. And then this is, I believe this is the 18-inch robust, but I'm gonna be using this one for the painted lady just because that plant, it's taller and it's just a bit more of a vigorous grower. So I'm just gonna set that aside. Okay, oh my goodness, I'm so excited to do this because, well, I feel like I'm just like a broken record, but this is one of my absolute favorite plants. So it's really exciting to get to work with it in any capacity. Okay, you know what I just realized? I don't even have my potting mix here. Just a sec. Okay, so I am firstly just going to, I guess, remove it from the makeshift stake that it's on right now, which is just a chopstick. Honestly, chopsticks work so great for just like small plants, you know, before you put them on an actual pole. Okay. Now I am just going to unpot it. Move those. Really excited to see what the roots are looking like on this one. Ooh, it's really in there. I think I'm gonna use the chopstick to gently push it from the back. Oh! Oh my gosh! Why does that happen every time I try to do that? Like, I literally try to push so gently and it just comes firing out. Holy crap. Okay. It's fine though. No damages were made. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this plastic. I used to always put this plastic netting to block the drainage hole. I don't really do that anymore. So this is what the root situation is looking like. It's not super root bound or anything, like it's getting there, but it probably still would have been fine for a while, but that's okay. I'm actually gonna steal some of this bark in this old soil and use that to block the drainage hole in this new pot. Okay. Now we are going to place, I'm going to move some of the moss just up a little bit. Okay, that should be perfect. Just going to put a tiny bit just so I can get a flat surface here. There we go. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to break some of this up a little bit just so I can maneuver it into the pot. I cannot wait to see what this plant does on, now that it's going to be living on a pole. Hopefully that will accelerate its growth and maturity. I don't know if you guys remember when this plant was just like a one-leaf cutting. It's so crazy to think about. It was just like a year ago. I have some big, big charcoal chunks in here. Okay, I don't usually get too worried about like breaking some roots. Never really had problems from that. They just kind of will grow back, you know, but obviously I don't want to break too many. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fit this in now. Oh! Knocking over my pole. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay. I do need to put some more soil before I put this in. Whoop. Definitely gonna need to vacuum after this video. Okay, put some more soil. Okay, that actually looks perfect. Want this leaf on. I guess they can both, well, no, this one. Okay, that should be perfect. I'm just going to fill it up with soil. This is looking so good. Okay, I'm gonna get my plant Velcro. I don't know why I didn't have all my supplies here before I started. Okay, so I'm just going to secure, I'm gonna try to do it so that some of the little aerial roots are touching the moss. I'll show you guys what it looks like after I secure it, because I need to see what I'm doing here. Okay. That should be perfect, actually. Okay, so this is what it is looking like. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. I'm so happy with the outcome of this. Oh, it's gorgeous. I cannot wait to see it grow up this pole. Okay, so we're all done with this one. I'm gonna set it aside, but yeah, so happy with the outcome. Looks so good. Put it back here. Oop. All right, next is this gal right here. Really excited to do this one as well. Okay, so this one is kind of the same situation on the chopstick here. I actually have two chopsticks taped together for this one, but hey, it's been doing an okay job. All right. Oh my gosh. I think this leaf is broken. No, that's so sad. Dang. I don't know if I should leave it on or just chop it off, but it definitely is snapped. Dang, that sucks. Maybe I'll leave it on for now, I guess. Okay. I've actually had a couple leaves snap off on this recently, which sucks. Alright, so I'm just going to unpot her as well. Oh, she's in there too. Whoops. Oh my goodness. This poor plant. Gentle. Don't want it to come barreling out and I'm gonna break another leaf. Oh, there we go. The trick is to have my hand covering it. Ooh, okay, so this one has some serious roots going on, which is good because I actually think I'm gonna be putting it in quite a big pot today. Yeah, this plant grows like a beast. This one definitely grows faster than my Florida Beauty. Okay, that's actually perfect because I will show you the pot that I was hoping to put it in. This one is just a clear orchid pot and it's quite massive. This might not be the best idea if you are if you tend to at all be an overwaterer, but for me, I know my habits and I know my plants well enough by now, and I'm also going to be putting a moss pole in there, so I think it'll be fine. But yeah, I don't recommend if you're a beginner to pot up so massively. Sticker won't come off, whatever, I'll just leave it. Okay, there's tons of huge holes in this. I'm just gonna try to cover some of them with chunks of bark and charcoal here. Okay, I'm going to add a layer of soil here. Okay. It's probably gonna be pretty good. I'm just gonna, again, just move up the moss a tiny bit, because if this moss is touching the soil, then you're gonna be overwatering your plant. Okay, that should be perfect, actually. I'm gonna see how well, I should probably break this up just a little bit. Take this out for a sec. My goodness, I did not know this thing was so root bound. It's gonna be a lot happier now. Oh, plastic in this one too. Okay, just kind of loosened it up a bit. Now, put this in. And, okay, I'm for sure gonna need to add some more soil. No, I need even more soil. Okay, I'm just going to fill it up some more here. Okay, so I think that we are all good now. I just have to fasten this one on. Okay, I'm gonna move the camera up a little bit again. Okay, so just gonna fasten right there. Looks like a really good spot. Wait, which one's the broken one? This one, okay. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't know if I want to put another. I might put another wrap. Let's see if I can rig one up. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let me take a look here. I think I'm gonna have to cut off that leaf. I'm so sad about it though. I can't believe that that happened. So sad. Maybe I'll just leave it on until it starts yellowing. I don't know. Okay, I think that that is pretty good though as far as the pole and the Velcro goes. This is what it looks like. It has a new leaf that's coming out actually. If you look, wait, where is it? Right here. If you look right there, so very excited to see that. And then I'm just gonna add more Velcro as it grows and fasten it onto the pole. Cool, super happy with both of these. And these poles are actually already moist, so I don't even need to water them. But when I do need to water them, they give you these silicone funnels and you just pour water through the top. It's super easy. Sadly, the rest of my plants get my homemade DIY moss poles, which definitely aren't as nice, but they still do the trick, don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the mess that I have going on here and then I'll hop back on and let you guys know what we're doing next. Okay, so next I have a couple more plants that I do want to give moss poles, but I'm just going to be making a couple of simple ones. So this is the supplies that I'm going to be using. This is a hardware mesh. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. Some zip ties. We're working with yellow and red. It's gonna be an exciting day when I finally get to replace these with black ones. Scissors, do I even, yeah, I do need the scissors. And then I just have some moist sphagnum moss here. This was actually already moist this morning, which was really nice because I just boiled it the other day because it's reused. So that was all ready to go for me. What is in there? Something. And the plant that we are making this first one for is my Amydrium medium silver. This thing definitely needs to get on a pole ASAP. It is starting to give me a couple of growth points, which is really exciting. I chopped this thing up, I don't know, like a month ago or so now, and these are notorious for just shooting out runners, so I'm definitely going to get this on a pole, and then it's going to be living in my cabinet so that I can get a lot of light and humidity, and hopefully we'll get some really beautiful leaves. Look at this leaf that it has. I love it so much. It's so pretty. It does have some damage, but even with the damage, it's still just so beautiful. So yeah, really excited to see how well I can grow this on a pole. Okay, so I'm gonna set that back over there and let's just get started. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is just fill this up with sphagnum moss. It's very simple. These are just like very basic moss poles. I literally just fill it with moss and then zip tie it together and stick it in the pot. Call it a day, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, I've made these in several videos. Maybe I'll make like a moss pole playlist since I tend to be making quite a few of them. You want it to be packed pretty tightly with moss. You don't want it to be like loose and flimsy. I love reusing sphagnum moss for poles. It's just like the perfect way to repurpose it because even if there's something weird left over in here after boiling it, by weird I mean like, I don't know, old roots or something, it's not a big deal because it's just being used for a pole anyways. Okay, I think I'm just gonna add it all. If I have extra that doesn't fit in, then I'll just leave it in the potting mat. Let's try that. Okay, I'm gonna get my zip ties. I think we'll do yellow. I'm actually gonna unbutton this just to give me a little bit more room. Okay, so this is the finished result. It looks pretty good, honestly. Didn't take me long at all to make it either. So I just kind of look at which end looks worse, and then I choose that to be the bottom end. So for this one, I think I'm gonna do it this way. So we actually potted this up not long ago, so it's definitely not ready for an up pot. So I'm just gonna be using the same pot, but I obviously am gonna have to take it out in order to get the pole in there. So let's do that. Oh, I need to button myself back up here first. Oh! Guess it'll be good to check on the roots. Ooh, they're looking good. Okay. I'm gonna see. Actually, maybe I'll put this side down. I wonder if that would stay, because then that would give it more. I think I'm gonna stick it only like halfway down the pot and just hope that it will be somewhat stable. We'll find out. I'll find a way to make it stable. I could have made this pole a little taller, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just gonna add back in some of the soil. Okay, I think it actually is gonna be pretty stable in there, so that's good. Okay, so now we are just going to secure it on. I have to bust open a brand new roll. This is what the tape looks like that I use, if you're curious. I just get it at my local plant shop. Most places carry it. Even like Canadian Tire. Oh my goodness. It's a heavy duty staple. Okay. So I think I'm gonna use up these two. So I'm going to secure this part that's growing. There is an aerial root there. I'll have to show you guys a close-up after. Don't think I need to put another one. Well, there is another little kind of aerial root there. I might actually do it. I might put one more piece just between the growth points. I think that's really going to help it to root in to the moss. Okay, so show you, that's where I taped. You can see that there's that growth point between, and I'm securing down 2 separate aerial root kind of areas, so that vine should root into here. Really happy with how this one turned out too. I'm so excited to get all these plants onto moss poles. Okay, so I am going to be doing one last moss pole, and it is for my Monstera standleyana albo variegata. Now this plant, I'm not gonna lie, it's not doing too hot. I've just kind of always neglected this plant since I got it, and it's on this cocoa coir pole, which I hate. In my opinion, these poles just like do nothing because they don't really seem to hold water, and I've never really seen a plant root into them. I don't know, maybe people have better luck than I do, but I just don't like this. Like, I much prefer a moss pole or like a bamboo stake, a plank of wood, literally anything else other than cocoa coir. This plant is also still in the pot which I purchased it in. I bought this from someone off of Facebook, I think like near the beginning of the summertime, and it looked great. It was beautiful. It's put out a few leaves for me, but yeah, it's just definitely been neglected and just not in its best form. So I'm going to repot it. I think I'm going to be repotting it into just this black pot. Well, we'll see what the roots look like. We'll see what they look like, but I'm planning on putting it in this black pot and then making it a new moss pole and fastening it onto that, and just, you know, setting it up for a better life. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm literally going to be making the exact same moss pole that we just made, so I'm just going to fast forward this part and put some music for you guys. So enjoy, and I will show it to you at the end. Okay, so we will do the repotting now. I honestly have no idea what to expect from the roots on this guy. Okay, they look pretty good. It's not like too root bound or anything like that, but the roots look really healthy. Okay, that's good. That is good. get some of that excess soil off. This is another plant that tends to shoot out runners if they don't get enough light and humidity and they don't have anything to grow up. So I did get that little runner shooting off there, as you can see. Otherwise though, like, look how close the nodes are together. Very compact. I'm almost debating just putting it into, I don't even know, the pole's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. Darn. Let me see how much space this takes up. I don't want it to be in too big of a pot. I wonder if I should just put it back in here. It honestly doesn't have a very big root system. I think I might do that. I might actually just put it back in to this pot. Okay, let me put a little bit of soil in. Oops, that was a lot. I honestly think that that might be the best scenario here. This is going to be really interesting to fasten onto here. Might have to go around. It was kind of growing around the moss pole, so yeah, I think we'll have to go like that. It's really interesting. Okay. I'm gonna fill her back up with potting mix. Okay, now the fun part. Now I get to secure it on. I think I'm going to pre-cut this one. This one is so weird to do. Okay, this one is very weird, I will say, but this is the situation. So I just put one strip down here, kind of, I don't know, there was all nodes under here, so it's just kind of fastening all of those, and then I wrapped the runner around here and then fastened that right below the node. So ideally I would like that aerial root to grow into the moss there. Have a new leaf coming out right here, so we'll see what happens with this guy. I will keep you guys posted. I'm sure it's going to do a lot better with a proper support now though. Okay, you guys, so the last type of staking that we're going to be doing in this video is setting up a couple of plants on these new trellises that I got. I'm so stoked about these. They are so freaking cute. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get the full effect here. This is the first one. Hopefully you'll be able to kind of get the idea. This is the moon phases, like the phases of the moon or the moon cycle kind of design on this one, which is so cute. And then the next one has an eye, which I love so much. This one is a lot wider. These are both, oh, I want to say 12 inches. I'm not sure. I got these from a store called, I think they're called Pine and Oak or Sprout and I think Pine and Oak, I think. I'll link it down below. I ordered these a couple of weeks ago, but these came in the other day and yeah, I'm just so stoked to have these in some of my plants. I don't even really care about the like climbing aspect of these as much. They're just like really cute to have in the pots. So yeah, the climbing is, the fact that the plants can climb on these is a bonus, but they're just so cute. So I've picked out a couple of plants that I think these are gonna look really great in. And the first one, let's start with the smaller one. Okay, so the first one is my syngonium Pink Splash. This is what she's looking like. She's doing really well. Has a new leaf coming out. I feel like every time I show her, she has a different new leaf coming out, which is a good sign. But I'm just going to give her the moon phases one. And I'm just gonna pop it in behind her. Crush her stem. There we go. Okay, it's in. Look how freaking cute. I wish this was a solid background so you guys could like get the full effect of what this looks like, but hopefully you get the idea. Look at how cute she is. So as she grows, I can kind of pin her up on this trellis. Actually, I can probably like stick this. There we go. So cute. Okay, that is the first one. I'm really looking out for just like more kind of aesthetic, cute little things that I can do with my plants. So actually, these trellises were posted by my friend on Instagram. That's how I came across them. Her handle is Green Goddess Botanic, and if you guys don't follow her, like her account's so amazing. It's like planty goals, planty dreams, and I love her whole aesthetic. So yeah, she has a couple of these trellises too, and that's where I first saw them. And she's in Portland, I think. But yeah, definitely one of my all-time favorite planty accounts to follow. You guys have to go check her out. Okay, so didn't even say what I was doing, but so this is the other one, the eye one, and I just popped it behind my Philodendron tortum. This plant is too young to really be climbing on anything. I can see he does have some tiny little aerial roots coming out there, but this just like fits really well with this pot, and I think it's going to be so cute as he grows. So yeah, I'll insert some footage or a photo of these against a plain background so that you guys can see what they look like better. But yeah, I'm so happy with both of these. So stinking cute. I thought I was gonna put Hoyas on them, but then these are just the plants that I ended up choosing for them. Okay, so I'm going to be giving a quick update on the plants that I have climbing right now. So the first one that I will be showing you is my Philodendron Silver Sword here. Now, to be honest, this plant hasn't really been doing anything. It's kind of been at a standstill, and I accidentally broke a leaf off right there, which is really annoying. It was having some trouble unfurling too, so there's some damage on that leaf, and there's also some damage on that leaf. So yeah, it's honestly been having a little bit of a struggle in the new place. I have taped it onto the wood plank here, but it's not really like attaching or anything yet. Yeah, it's not really doing too much. I'm hoping that this will attach. I don't really have any experience with growing plants on wood like this, and I'm basically just basing it off of what I see Caitlin do from Plant Life in the Tropics, but I unfortunately do not live in the tropics. I live in Canada, so we have completely different climates. But I do have hope that eventually this is going to latch onto the wood, because I have had it happen where plants latch onto the wall before, so I feel like it's kind of the same concept. Maybe it's just taking a little bit of time to get established after the move. I did notice the other day though that we do have a new leaf that is going to be coming out right there. So that's very exciting. I'm probably going to be misting this plant a little bit because just because of how the last couple of leaves have had some trouble emerging. But yeah, really excited to see that it is growing. So yeah, that's kind of how that one is doing right now. The next one that I have to show you is my beautiful Monstera albo. It is in the sink right now because I just watered it, so don't mind. Those dishes are clean anyways, but yeah. Okay, so this is the newest leaf, you guys. Look at how beautiful it's looking. I cannot believe that this plant gave me such a stunning and perfect leaf after moving. It's so beautiful. This is like, honestly, the dream variegation, like the dream leaf. It looks so good. Yeah, and it's growing into this moss pole really well. Yeah, very excited to see this plant grow even more. It's doing amazing. Oh yeah, and this is the one that I was saying was another self-watering pole from Trofolia. So yeah, it's been working really well for this plant, and I'm just so happy that she's doing well. Okay, the next one that I have to show you guys is my beautiful Philodendron Brazil, which is getting so full now. Look at all of these new leaves. It's so wild how much it's growing, and it is latching onto and growing up the pole now. If you can see that, I'll show you the other side too. Yeah, look at that vine. It's like going straight up the pole. It's the newest leaf. So beautiful. Can't wait to see this grow even more. I'm really happy that I started this project. This is something that I started quite a long time, honestly probably a year ago is when, well, almost coming up to a year now is when I first chopped this plant, and then I had to root all of the cuttings, and then I had to pot all the cuttings, put the pole in, and now we're starting to get some growth that's just starting to creep up the pole, so it's been really exciting to watch. And then next I have these two, which are my absolute babies. I just pulled them out of the cabinet to show you. I'll start with this one because it has an incredible new leaf right now. Look at that, it's so beautiful. Look at how heart-shaped it is. This is like the ultimate, like perfect heart-shaped leaf. It's so gorgeous. This is my Philodendron El Chaco Red. And yeah, I am very much in love with it right now. It's doing great on this pole. It's honestly not really rooted into it. It's just kind of like growing up it and using it as support. I've had people tell me that these aren't supposed to climb, so maybe that's why it's not rooting into it. But it seems to be working fine. Like, the pole's not gonna hurt it even if it's not supposed to climb, I guess. I don't know. But this is just what I'm doing, and it's working great because look at that new leaf. And look at the size of it compared to the last one. It's so impressive. And then we have my beautiful Philodendron verrucosum, which you guys know I am in love with lately. I won't talk too much about this one because I did just feature this in a video, in a couple actually, but I do have a new leaf coming in there. You can see the red, and once that comes out, it'll probably be long enough so that I can attach that vine to the pole as well. So yeah, not sure if we have any roots growing into the pole yet. I can't really tell, but I'm sure we will soon if we don't yet. Okay guys, so I'm throwing a little bit of bonus footage into this video. If you stayed until the end, I am going to repot my Philodendron gigas. I figured I would do this before I put my supplies away, and I don't know, I thought maybe some of you guys would be interested in seeing it, so I'm just going to film it. This is what it's looking like. And these are the roots. They look pretty good. It doesn't have like crazy roots or anything like that, but it's enough to pot up into a small container. Now, if you have watched my other videos where I showed this plant, it was not doing well at all. It basically completely rotted, and I had to reroot it in water, so it has these beautiful water roots now. But as you can see, it's doing really well, and I'm just so eager to pot it up and get it growing. I've actually had a lot of people tell me that these are actually really easy, like once they're established, and they grow really fast, and I've just heard a lot of good things recently since I talked about it last time. So yeah, just gonna be potting her up just into my chunky mix that I've been using here. Put a little bit in. And then I am gonna be putting it into my cabinet as well, just to give it good light and humidity so it can get established. I have heard a lot of people say that these actually grow really well like in regular room humidity. What do you call it? Regular household conditions, regular household humidity. So once it grows, I'll probably take it out of the cabinet, but oh my goodness, it's so cute. I'm just obsessed with it already, you guys. I am obsessed. Okay. Yes, this is the third potting mat that I've used in this video because I keep just setting them on the counter, and I'll deal with it after just because I want to finish filming. But yeah, it's funny. Okay. So I have her all potted up here, and this will be good because I can monitor the root growth. In these pots, I always just try to look and make sure that there's not like any huge gaps of air pockets, you know? Okay, looks pretty good. Look at how nice that soil mix is too. I'm really loving my most recent mix. Okay, so there it is. I cannot wait to report back and let you guys know how this one's growing. I think it's really gonna be a favorite of mine. Okay guys, I just cleaned everything up and put everything away and realized that I didn't even film an outro. So here I am to say goodbye and to thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you either learned something or found it relaxing and enjoyable to watch. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. It really helps me out. Leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.